Good morning, hello friends. Today we are going to discuss the next point of our syllabus, that is the 2.13, sexually transmitted diseases. It is also called as a STD. The disease or infection which are transmitted through the sexual intercourse with infected person, called as sexually transmitted diseases. The major venereal diseases are syphilis or gonorrhea. These are the two major diseases which are sexually transmitted diseases. There are about 50 million cases of syphilis and 150 million cases of gonorrhea in the world. So, we have to discuss here the venereal disease, that is the VD, and sexual transmitted disease, that is the STD, or reproductive tract infection, that is the RTI. The major venereal diseases are syphilis or gonorrhea. In your syllabus or in our textbook, there are given a chart on a page number 43, and this chart can shows the causative agent, incubation period, then infection site, symptoms, and preventive measures, and which are the treatments of these diseases. These two diseases are very important. First, we have to study the syphilis. Syphilis, which have a causative agent, that is the Treponema pallidum, such as a bacteria, and this incubation period is 2 to 3 weeks. They can affect our infected site. Where it affected, it is shows the infected sites such as a mucous membrane of in a genital, rectangle, oral regions, and causes of lesions. Then, which are the lesions? Primary lesions can create, secondary lesions, tertiary lesion, and a primary lesion called as a cancre. At the site of infection, cancre is formed by the external genitalia, and this cancre is formed by the external genitalia, skin rashes, and mild fever. Inflamed joints, loss of hair, paralysis, and degenerative changes occurs in this heart and brain. Tertiary lesions can affect the skin, bones, livers, and degenerative changes in the heart and brain. Then, which are the preventive measures or control measures? First is the sex education, sex hygiene, avoid the sex with unknown partner or a multi-partner, using condom during the coitus. Then they can promote the treatment, finding the sources of infection, and sex hygiene, avoid the multiple sexual partner, and uses of condom. These are the preventive measures. Then which are the treatments? Antibiotic are used for these diseases such as penicillin. Then second disease is the gonorrhea. Gonorrhea can shows the causative agent, that is the Neisseria gonorrhoeae. It is also a bacteria, and they can having an incubation period in a male, that is the 2 to 14 days, while in a female 7 to 21 days. Infected sites, they can spread by the sexual contact and through infected by clothes. Then which are the symptoms in a male? Parietal blockage of urethra and the reproductive duct. Pus from penis, pain and burning sensation during the urination. Then, in a female, pelvic inflammation of a urinary tract, sterility, arthritis, and the children's born is affected to mother, suffer from the gonococcal ophthalmia and gonococcal vaginitis of girls before puberty. Then, which are the control measures or preventive measures? Sex hygiene, using condom during the coitus, avoiding the sex with unknown partner or a multi-partner. Then, treatment like syphilis, such as antibiotic are used, such as a penicillin, and cipiximine. Then next point in our syllabus, that is the infertility. Infertility is defined as it is the ability to conceive naturally after 1 year of a regular unprotected intercourse. The causes of infertility could be physical, congenital diseases, immunological, or even physiological. The common physical causes in females are PCOS, that is the polycystic ovary syndrome, hormonal imbalance, endometriosis, while in a male it is a less of sperm count and small size of penis. Then infertility can be avoided. The those are the couple which have a unable to fertile the offspring, called as a infertility. The couples can be with a couples can childless. The infertile couples have many options to have a child, such as fertility drugs, test tube babies, artificial insemination, IUI, then surrogate motherhood, etc. The couple could be assisted to have a child or a children through a certain special technique. This technique is called as a ART, that is the assist reproductive technologies. And there are number of technologies such as IVF technology, ZIFT technology, then GIFT, ICSI, artificial insemination, that is the AI, IUI, that is the intrauterine insemination, adaptation, sperm bank, and semen bank. They have a number of options, such as out of that, one option is the IVF technology, called as a in vitro fertilization. In vitro fertilization is the fertilization outside the body followed by the embryo transfer. In this, ova of the female and sperms of the male are collected and fertilization is introduced to form a zygote. Such techniques are called as a test tube baby. Then zygote or early embryo is transferred into the fallopian tube, called as a ZIFT, that is the zygote intrafallopian transfer. That is ZIFT is an infertility treatment used where the blockage of fallopian tubes which prevent the fertilization of eggs by the sperms. In this method, egg is removed from the woman ovary and fertilization of egg with the sperms is brought about outside the body under the sterile condition to form zygote by the process called as the in vitro fertilization. The zygote is transferred to fallopian tube for the further development. Then GIFT, that is the gamete intrafallopian transfer. This transfer of an ovum is collected from the donor into the fallopian tube of the another female, which can provide a suitable environment for its fertilization and development. The GIFT technique have been developed for the cases in which only the entrance to the oviduct or the upper segment of the oviduct is in a blocked. GIFT has a success rate is about 30%. And the next point is the ICSI, that is the intracytoplasmic sperms injections. It is also a in vitro fertilization producers in which a single sperm cell is injected directly into the cytoplasm of the ovum in the laboratory, which penetrates the eggs. AI, that is the artificial insemination. In some infertility cases, the male partner is unable to inseminate from the female due to the ovary low sperm count. This problem can be solved by the artificial insemination. In this technique, the sperms are collected from the male and they are artificially introduced in the cervix of the female for the purpose of achieving pregnancy through in vitro fertilization. Then IUI, that is the intrauterine insemination. In this technique, the artificial insemination can be takes place, and it is the only difference between the sperms are introduced into the uterine cavity instead of a cervix. Then sperm bank or a semen bank, it is also a bank such as a blood bank. In the semen is provided by the healthy males called as a sperm donors. The sperm donor can be donate the sperms in a sperm bank or a semen bank, which is provided to the which is stored in the sperm bank by a cryopreservation method at the low temperature in a nitrogen cylinder. Then adoption, it is a legal process of the couples or single parents get a legal rights and privileges and responsibilities that are associated with the biological child for the upbringing of the adopted child. The adoptive parents should be medically fit and financially able to take care of the adopted child. A person wishing to adopt a child must be at least 21 years old, but there is no legal or upper age limit for the adoption. This is all about the our topic, that is the reproduction in animals. Here completed. This topic is more lengthy and long, which have to teach you, that is the reproduction in a lower and higher animals. आता इथं तुम्ही काय कराल, जे पॉईंट्स ऑलरेडी आय हॅव सेंड यू the merged syllabus or in that year due to the COVID-19 20 to 21 of a board examination deleted जो सिलेबस झालेला आहे त्या सिलेबसचे पॉईंट बघा आणि त्या पद्धतीने स्टडी करायला सुरुवात करा. आता इथं एक फक्त मी आयडिया काय देईल, तर तुम्ही बोर्डप्रमाणे अभ्यास करायला, प्रश्नपत्रिका सोडवायला सुरुवात करा, जेणेकरून तुम्हाला बोर्ड एक्झामिनेशनला काहीही प्रॉब्लेम येणार नाही. आता ऑनलाईन क्लासेस आणि आपल्या वर्गामध्ये जे क्लास होतात ह्यामध्ये बराचसा फरक आहे मित्रांनो. तर ह्याच्या टॉपिकचे एक्सरसाइज जे आहेत दोन्ही टॉपिकचे तुम्ही कराल अशी अपेक्षा आहे. मी घेताना सगळे पॉईंट्स घेतलेले आहेत, जेणेकरून तुम्हाला जेई किंवा नीटसाठी एखादा पॉईंट राहिला, सिलेबस फक्त तुमच्या एक्झामपुरता कमी झाला आहे, जेई नीटला कमी झालेला नाही. अजून तरी त्याच्याबद्दलचं कुठलंही परिपत्रक आपल्याला मिळालेलं नाही. बोर्ड एक्झामिनेशन पुरता जो सिलेबस डिलीट झाला आहे तेवढा तुम्ही एक्झामला करा. पण मी सगळे पॉईंट कवर काय केलेत, तर मला इथं जेई नीटसारखे तुमचे जे होणारे एक्झाम्स आहेत त्या परीक्षेला फेस करताना तुम्हाला ह्यातला कोणताही पॉईंट डिलीट करता येणार नाही.